Hey guys, in today's quick tip, I'm going to show you how to use the Nettuts Phing build script. And what this allows you to do is by typing 5 characters, it's going to automatically compress all of your JavaScripts, all of your style sheets, and it's even going to go into your pages and figure out the order that you declare those files so that it can concatenate all of them together and limit the number of HTTP requests that you have. So let's get started. I'm going to browse to the Nettuts GitHub account, and if we scroll down, this is what we want, the Phing build script. So we are going to implement this into our project. I will go ahead and clone this. You can either download it and do it manually or do a git clone from the terminal, and that's what I'll do here. So as you can see right here, we have a very simple project, an index, a header, and a footer. I'm going to clone that directory in now. So git clone, paste that in, and we're going to call it build. This is fairly common to refer to your build directory as build. So now I'm going to open up these files, and what we can see here is now we have this build directory that has our files. So now let's take a look at these within our editor. So as you can see here, we have a simple index page, and we're importing a header and a footer. Here's our header, and we have 2 style sheets, and we have a footer as well, and we're also linking to jQuery, although that should be 1.6, right? Now, if we open up our CSS directory, I have 2 very simple style sheets for the example, and you can see here that I've labeled them 1 and 2 so we can make sure that they are concatenated in the correct order. And the same here for our JavaScripts. So if we want to take advantage of this build script, the only prep work we have to do are 2 things. First, we go to build.properties, and we want to make sure that the base names are the same as what we've named. So here, the base path default is JavaScripts. We're going to change that to JS because that's the name of our folder. And the same thing with style sheets to CSS. Now that part is done. Next, we need to tell Phing where we are storing the scripts and style sheets that we wish to concatenate. That way we have the option of having some scripts that are not concatenated and others that are. To do this, we're going to use comments. I'm going to write JS, and then I'm going to end it, like so. And then Phing will search for this on the pages, and that way it knows the order and which files we want to concatenate. I'm going to do the exact same thing in my header for our style sheets. Notice we're using the same convention, CSS and CSS, and then we do the same thing for the JavaScript section at the bottom. And that's it, we're ready to run this. So in order to run it, we are going to browse to that build directory, cd build, and I'm going to run Phing. And you're going to see it's going to do a bunch of stuff for us. If I open up this newly generated published directory, you can see that now the header has been compressed and the style sheets have been ripped out and replaced with 1 reference, linking to css.min. If we open that up, now you can see that that has been concatenated. If we open up footer, the exact same thing. And note that because we didn't place jQuery within those commented tags, it ignored that. So that's a nice way to signal that Phing should not interact with that file. And if we want to check the JavaScript creation as well, those have been concatenated. We can even run this through Nettuts Prefixer if we want. I'm going to go back. I'm going to type Phing again, and when we just type Phing, it'll run the default target, and the default target is called build. So Phing build and Phing are identical. However, if we want to add on more, we could say Phing build, and we're also going to run it through Prefixer. So I'm going to type that as well and hit enter. And now, if we go to the bottom, you can see that it runs a target called Prefixer, and it updates my style sheet. And now, what's nice about this is when I open up my CSS file, if we go back to our original to start, you can see that we had 1 CSS3 property, and then it went into that, found all the CSS3 properties, and updated those for you. So that's a nice way to integrate Prefixer into your build process. Just keep in mind, Prefixer is in an alpha state at the time of this writing, so if you notice any issues, be sure to let us know. And that's it. So if you have any issues, do make sure that you have Phing installed on your system. It's really quite easy. We can go to phing.info, and if we want to go into the download page, it'll tell you exactly how to do it. And you simply run 2 or 3 commands, paste those in, and you're all set to go. If you have any questions, just leave a comment on this Nettuts blog posting, and I hope this helps.